Hello and welcome to the wonderful world of old sheet music. I am Nicholas Carroll, your host. Tonight we are looking at the so-called Polka Dot Polka by Ferdinand Bayer, and it is a piano solo by John Schwam, who arranged this. So, just a word here before I delve any deeper is that Ferdinand Bayer is a famous Romantic period composer and teacher from Germany. He lived from 1803 to 1863, and most pianists have probably heard about him before, at least played one of his technical exercises. Those are the things that people play most anymore, but he did write a lot of other pieces. He did not write a polka dot polka, as you can see. It really doesn't fit that. So this is an example of what John Schwam used to do pretty often. He would take a classical piece, I guess you could say in the loose term classical, even though it's not the classical period, but lumping everything older into that term that people often do. He would take a classical piece and kind of repurpose it for a teaching piece of his own and then give it a name that I guess they thought would be more interesting to a student, rather than just calling it waltz exercise number 20 or whatever in a long book of exercises that it was originally. He would rename it something like Polka Dot Polka. So when it says it's an arrangement by John Schwam, the actual musical notes aren't really different than the original. What's different is that the name of it is changed and it's repurposed in that way. So, just a note of that. This is copyright 1944, and it's, interestingly enough, my edition here that I have has an old U.S. postage stamp stuck on the front for some reason, and I think you probably cannot see that very well, and it is bent, but if you pull it back, it says Season's Greetings 1949, and it has a dove with a holly branch. So the postage stamp's from 1949, and it's kind of stuck on there. It's kind of interesting that that's on there. I have no idea how it would have gotten on here, but there it is. So that's the story behind this. We're going to play this and see how it sounds. This is Polka Dot Polka, but based off of a piece by Bayer. Polka Dot Polka. So, of course, it does have a pretty catchy tune. It is written by a famous composer, so it's not too surprising that it's a more quality piece, even though it's kind of dressed up as something else. It definitely has that sound that is typical of German music of that time, from 1800 to 1850. Waltzes in particular, and polkas, and that kind of jovial type piece was popular. It's the kind of thing that you would hear on a merry-go-round or a carousel playing, and you could probably find one that plays that, to be honest, if you were into searching and researching merry-go-rounds and carousels. So that is Polka Dot Polka.